Hey, I want to welcome you all back. I made this short the other day, and it makes some pretty big claims. For instance, the 700 copies worldwide. Is this true? So we're going to click right here. We're going to go copy. We're going to drop this right to Gemini, and we are going to ask Gemini a very, very simple question. Is the claim of this video true or false? And we are going to let AI do its magic and tell us. Now, the funny thing is, while this is searching, just to kind of fill you in, I actually have taken the claims to try to chase down the pricing and the quantities of Innistrad double feature to multiple different AIs. There are a couple AIs out there, and do this on your own. Don't trust me. Do your own research. There are a couple AIs out there that'll flat tell you that the quantity of them are even lower. I think it was Grok that told me somewhere around 10 to 20,000 boxes, and that's it. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying. But the under 50,000 boxes claim, highly likely. Okay. Foil Mythic Rarity, 700 copies claim, mathematically accurate. That is correct. Comparison of serialized card, it is true. So this little video here, very, very important. It's not an exaggeration. It's reality. The video is not exaggerating for clickbait. It was a commercial flop, absolutely. But you know, here we are now. We've got these silver screen foils. What do we do with them? So let's talk about it. Let's jump right in over here. If we go to good old TCGplayer, and just to kind of show something real quick. Chandra Dressed to Kill, 239. She is out of the regular printings outside of the promo, the pre-release card here. This is basically kind of that price point. It's high compared to the others, but let's flip it over to the foil and see where we're sitting at. 1683. So we're significantly higher than even the promo. Now, I love Chandra because I am a Boros and a red player. You know, a 3-drop that can ping for damage and can also count as mana. Huge in my book. Let's also now look at Tovolar. Tovolar is the other card I sent off to be graded. Here, let me slide my... There we go. Tovolar. In a near mint foil, there's a whole 3 of them in stock at $22. Now let's drop the near mint because this set, there's still only 7. This set was originally designed to be a draft night experience. And I've got ideas of how Wizards should have done it, but that's the thing. It's Wizards. They could screw up, you know, planting grass in their yard. It is what it is. Next one, Meathook Massacre. The near mint. There are a whole 7 foil Meathook Massacres in stock. Does this card sell for $158? Is this multiplier legitimate? Well, the closest to it is the pre-release card. Let's take a look and see. Yeah. We've got a couple of sales of this specific card just in the last few weeks, basically this month of March, going back to February, going through the January, not so much until you get back into the early parts of January. It just kind of is what it is, and I understand that's a big chunk of change to invest in a card. So once again, in the festivities, I want to showcase that this is, in fact, across the board, not just, you know, your top cards. This is a common. And it's not been reprinted a lot. And this is your near mint foil. It's $13 versus a regular print. And even the secret layer that dropped not long ago. Let's just drop this down to where it's just the regulars. $4.75, even just for the regular print. And of course, I've got the near mint on as well. So $2.57, you know, that's probably heavily played or something. Let's take a look. Lightly played. That's not bad. Damaged or... Okay. All right. Hey. All right. Honest about it, I guess. But you get the idea. These cards, they're definitely out there. And I wanted to show you this one because this one just always makes me laugh because Consider is one of those cards that just, it's in like every set, it seems. And here we go. We've got, let me slide this over a little bit, get that a little better on the screen. We have got our near mint foil of Consider. There's a whole 7 of them in stock for $16. If we drop the foil off, see what we have. Most of these are trading less than $1. This promo from Midnight Hunt for $1.31. That's kind of a cool looking card. But once again, even in the regular printing, let's drop the near mint. Even in the regular printing, holds pretty consistent with the promo card. But whenever you click it over to the foil, there's a whole 12 in stock, and the price, as you can see, jumps up considerably. And if you go to near mint, because you got to remember this was a draft night experience, so a lot of these cards were popped to specifically play. We're looking at 7 listings. I'm telling you right now, if you ever want to do a whole lot of research, and this is something that I've fallen down this rabbit hole, and honestly, I'm not like the biggest, Innistrad fan. I like Angels. I like the whole, gothic horror and stuff like that. I like, the whole vampires, werewolves, and all of that. But in all honesty, I also like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. I like the Ninja Turtles. Am I happy with all the art that they choose? No. Do I like the set? I think it's a fun set. Lorwyn just came out not too long ago. Very hugely popular. All these things, they're great. It's just this specific set, I kind of feel like it gets overlooked a lot, because whenever you really get down to it, and this is something that just absolutely blows me away. If we go to MTG Goldfish, I just want to show you this. I know TCGplayer, Scryfall, much, much better. But if we just go and look at the sets, this tells you a lot right here. In Pioneer, we go right from Kamigawa to Innistrad Crimson Vow, Innistrad Midnight Hunt. It doesn't even list it as an actual set here. You cannot find this information. You got to kind of go in a weird, wonky way. I'll show you how you do it. You just go in here, you find a card. Toxrill, okay. Now we want to view double feature right there. Now, whenever you come here, you can kind of chase the breadcrumbs back, and you've got Innistrad double feature. There's no price history. They don't keep track of any of this crap. That's why people are not aware of this. Now, we're not even going to look at the main set. We are going to look at foils. Foils only, because it is not necessarily the main set that I'm saying is what you need to be looking at. It is, in fact, the foils. Dryad's Revival for how much? $305.96. Hold up. Ain't no way somebody's paying. Really? Ain't no way. Did somebody really? Oh, no. Let's go back over here to TCGplayer mid and see what's going on. No. Okay. So yeah, sometimes they'll fake you out. It's it is what it is. So you've got one person that's probably got a listing on here, really, really out of whack. And that's one of the things you got to look out for. People do this kind of stuff. They'll throw a card on there and they're like, hey, this card's never going to sell. I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to list it. I'm going to throw it up here at $300, knowing it's not going to sell. I mean, it's got to sell through these two at $12 first before it gets to the ones $150. Will it ever really sell for $150? I doubt it. I do. But, that's just how people go sometimes. The thing is, like I said, the main point I wanted to make is that you can actually come in here. You've got to come in a kind of a stupid way on just MTG Goldfish here, just to actually get an idea of where the pricing on these lays. And as you can see, the pricing here isn't always going to be all that great or accurate. Meathook Massacre, though, that's pretty rock solid. Faithful Mending listed at $76. That was a very, very high listing. I think there were a couple actual sales at that price, and they may have been on eBay. Toxrill, you can kind of see that these here are pretty consistent. But, whenever places like MTG Goldfish that a lot of people go to try to find out this information, when you can't even find it, you have to go kind of, sidestep in the way they've got set up just to find these things. That's kind of screwy. That is kind of screwy. And so, anyways, I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention because, man, I'm telling you, this is one of the rarest sets out there. People just don't know about it. And I think, this claim, the 700 copies of this specific card, if it comes back a Gem 10 mint, I'm throwing it up on eBay for like a ridiculous price. I don't even know, because it may never sell, and that's fine. It'll just stay up on my collection, and if it ever does sell, great. One thing I do want to point out really, really quickly, though, so we'll go right back in here at double feature. The amount of booster boxes available. You have got 6 cases, okay? 6 cases and 14 booster boxes. Make sure you can see that. 6 cases and 14 booster boxes. That's what we got. That's all we've got. So, hey, I mean, I don't want to make this video too long, but honestly, the claims in this little short, they're legitimate. They're real. I'm not just talking and making stuff up. So, anyways, I appreciate you all dropping in, and I hope you all have a great day. And, hey, definitely, this is something to keep on your radar. Thanks for tuning in.